Good evening, I'm Dan Cooper, the buyer for Christmas Shop and Gift Food at John Lewis. I'm here to welcome you on this very special live tour of John Lewis Oxford Street's Christmas department on the night before it opens to the public, tomorrow on September the 22nd. I'm going to be taking you through all of our different themes tonight and talking to you about some of the personalisation services we're going to be offering. And I'm going to be taking some of your questions at the end, so please do post comments below and I will try to get to as many of them as I can at the end of the tour. Come with me. So at 8,500 square feet, and having taken 18 months to plan, we're just about ready to open. It's taken 3 days to get this department looking as glorious as it does now. There are over 2,000 different products in this department, many of which are new and exclusive to John Lewis. Now I'm going to take you through our 7 themes tonight, and the first of them, under this splendid lit canopy, is Grand Tour. Our Grand Tour theme is inspired by a story where the animals escape from the zoo and start roaming around the capitals of Europe. It's a really fun family theme. One of my favourite decorations is this pink paper flamingo, very on trend this year, flamingos, and also this cute felt fox skating around on the ice. Now, whilst I'm buying, and it takes a long time to get this far, I have Lewis Bear with me at my side all the time. He's going to be 12 years old this Christmas Day. He has a different outfit this year, and this year he's got his smart tartan pyjamas on, all ready for bed on Christmas Eve. Now, tourists flock to London at this time of year, and they want to go home with a souvenir of their visit. And we're really thrilled to have installed this counter from a Polish brand called Bombki. Bombki actually means baubles in Polish. And these are all premium decorations, hand blown and hand decorated, and they come in beautiful wooden boxes. My favourite of these is our little John Lewis van. So it's a common sight on the suburban streets of Britain, and now you can also have one on your tree. And alongside that, some John Lewis decorations. This is the #1 seller for us, this Union Jack shopping bag. And this one is brand new. This is a favourite. This is Noah's Ark in incredible detail. A real treat and something that you could treasure for years to come. Now, I'm walking down the central axis of our fabulous department here. I can see right to the end, the walkway is lined with trees and dripping with these fabulous snow flurries in copper and white. And I'm often asked what the key colours for Christmas are going to be. So I can tell you that this year, the colours that you should have on your tree if you want to be right up to date are copper, white, navy blue and pink. And we've brought them all together on this lovely silver spruce tree in our Helsinki theme. Now, Helsinki is a Scandinavian theme, unashamedly, and it's inspired by a Finnish lakeside home deep in the forests. And this silver spruce is the ideal tree for this. It's highly naturalistic looking with nicely upswept branches, finished with a dusting of frost on the underside, and it just really shows how far artificial trees have come in the last 5 years. This is a really great quality and very realistic tree. Now, we source more and more of our John Lewis decorations from Europe, and this is one of my favourite, very contemporary, geometric designed bauble from Poland. This is hand blown and hand decorated, and a very stylish piece. So across the walkway, we go from the Finnish forests to the French Alps and the ski resort of Chamonix. And this is a family-friendly theme with lots of red and white, great colours if you're planning to build up your decorations year after year. And we've displayed them on this Scots pine. It's been based on the British Scots pine, but it looks like you've just gone out and cut it from the mountain slopes and brought it into your house. And some of my favourite decorations here, this little skier looking very determined on the slopes in a glass cloche. And the perfect gift for my partner, a bauble with "All I Want for Christmas is You" written on it. Now, as a buyer at John Lewis, I have the enviable task of being able to travel the world looking for new and exciting products. And one of our favourite finds from the last year is Joanna Buchanan. She's a really fantastic jewellery designer based in Connecticut in the USA, and her work is really inspired by vintage costume jewellery. And this latest collection is all about war and peace, and one of our other themes that I'm going to be showing you later, which is called Ostravia. Now, these are really decadent pieces. These are real bling for your tree, and they're absolutely exquisite. You can hang them on your tree, you can even wear them, or you can make them as a little gift on top of a wrapped present, and they make it look very special indeed. Now, my favourite two decorations have to be these bees, and bees are very topical at the moment, but they are so exquisite. One in ruby and one in amber. They'd make a really great gift if you were going to a dinner party for a special host. Across the walkway, we have the theme that has inspired the way that we've dressed all of our stores and our windows this year, and it's called Snows Hill. And the main colours on this tree are clear, white and silver. Now, this is the best colour combination to go for if you're planning to build up your decorations over a number of years, because they're very forgiving and very easy to add little shots of colour in to update your look every season. So we've added in lovely teal blue and a lovely ferny olive green there, and that makes a really fresh look, but you could just as easily combine white and silver with copper or white and silver with red for a different look in another year. And this theme is covered in snow and lovely snowy eucalyptus and lots of birds and owls, and it gives it a really magical feel. Now, this tree is lit with a new type of LED light. It's wired onto copper wire, which is very fine, so that when you add the lights to the tree, you can barely see the wires. And the LED lights are very bright indeed, so they give off lots of light without all the clutter of the wires that we're used to. And we're selling those in strings of 60 to 640, which is just about right to give a 7-foot tree a really good blast of light and make it really twinkly and special. Now, as more and more visitors are flocking to London, we're seeing more demand for really premium and special collectible ornaments. And this collection has been bought from a Polish company who make the most amazing detailed decorations. There's everything here from toucans to hummingbirds to frog princes, but my absolute favourite has to be this piece of honeycomb, which has been so elegantly and beautifully hand decorated, swarming with bees. That is a decoration that you could treasure for years to come, and your neighbours certainly won't have anything like it at all. So, traversing the mountain ranges of Europe, we arrive at Ostravia. And Ostravia is not a country, you won't have heard them called out at the Olympics. Ostravia is a country we've made up. It's trapped in the 1920s and the 1930s, where decadence and money is still abundant. And we've really gone to town on the decorations here. Again, more jewellery inspired pieces, but also lots of silly things. We've got our little bellboy here. We've got an ice cream van. Who knew that you could have one of those on your Christmas tree? This huge wedding cake would make a lovely gift for a bride and groom. And this rather silly but fun pink camera. It's a really amazing theme on this beautiful bluey green Whistler pine, something a little bit different, and again would look really nice in a neutral coloured room to just add a little bit of Christmas cheer. Now, I'm a traditionalist at heart, so I love our Ruskin theme. Our Ruskin theme is inspired by the arts and crafts movement and the patterns of William Morris. And it's really luxurious with lots of rich green foliage and lovely opulent colours on it. And it's really a rural reference theme. So there are things like flying ducks on here, beautiful clock faces, rabbits, rich hydrangeas, and some of these lovely patterns, again, inspired by William Morris and arts and crafts design. So this Morris spruce tree is our most expensive tree, but at 7.5 feet, it's lovely and rich and full, and that's a tree that'll last you for years to come. Now, we've all been so inspired by the performance of our Team GB at the Paralympics and Olympics this year, so it was natural that we had to have a Brazilian-themed tree, and we've called this Shangri-La. Now, this is a Babylon pine, and we've really lagged it with lights to give it a very twinkly, magical feel. This tree is covered in birds. We've got peacocks, hummingbirds, toucans, these lovely peacock feathers here, which are some of my favourite things. They're not real, but they're artificial, and again, they'll last a lot better. And these jewel colours are just superb if you want to make an absolute statement. Fragrance is such an important thing. It's so evocative. It's something we all remember and very special at Christmas. And our best-selling fragrance has always been Winter Spice. And this year, Winter Spice has been turned from a small 1-wick candle, which will give you hours and hours of scent in your home, to the most gargantuan 4-wick candle. That is going to last you all of the season. And it really, really does smell like Christmas. But if those sort of fruity, spicy smells aren't what you like, then we also have a frosted spruce fragrance, which is much fresher and will just fill your home with that real pine fragrance. And if, like me, you don't like the fact that an artificial tree doesn't smell like a real tree, then you can use products like Scenticles. These are a little scented stick. They're impregnated with natural fragrance, and you can hang these in your Christmas tree, and everyone will be fooled. I think that smells so much like a real tree, and I put those in my own tree, and it works a treat. Now, personalisation has become such a big topic, and John Lewis have really embraced that. And this year we'll be launching for the first time a whole range of personalisation services around this hub for personalisation. And the first thing that we're going to be offering customers from a little bit later in October is these fantastic personalised gift wraps from designer Abigail Warner. She's come up with 17 different designs for us, each of which are based around one of our Christmas themes that we've seen earlier on. So there's everything from London designs to more classic designs, but lots of places where you can personalise with a message or a name of your choice. And then we have personalised Christmas sacks. So right here in the store, you can choose one of these 3 designs and have them personalised on the spot and take them away. This is the perfect thing for putting your presents under the tree, or maybe transporting your presents to your family's house. And this design here has been specially designed for John Lewis Oxford Street and is only available in the store. And then to finish off what we can offer in our personalisation area, we've got personalised baubles. Now, these are very reasonably priced, and so they would make fantastic Secret Santa gifts or stocking fillers. We've got 6 different colours, and you can have any message you like, so long as it's quite polite. So at John Lewis, we're always trying to put a bit of the magic back into Christmas. And we've teamed up with Santa and his elves and the very popular Christmas app, Portable North Pole, to develop a range of products that are exclusively available at John Lewis. Now, each of the products comes with its own personalisable video message, so which you can go in and you can put the name of the recipient, and you'll get a video sent to you which gives you a little bit of the mythology, not just about the product, but tells you a little bit more about the story of Christmas. And when you watch children receive these video messages, you can really see their faces light up. They're fantastic little gifts. My favourite is this Do Good Elf. So the whole principle is that this elf, you teach him to do good in the run-up to Christmas. And also Honey, who is Santa's little reindeer. And the video that comes with this will explain all the mythology behind reindeers and how Santa can make them fly. So we're coming to the end of our tour now, and we're going through this frosted gateway to the Pièce de Résistance. This is Santa's actual sleigh. It's en route from the north of Canada to Lapland, and it's parked here on the 3rd floor at John Lewis Oxford Street, ready for visitors to take a ride. And getting into this sleigh, you're going to be able to take a ride through the night sky, past lots of British and London landmarks, and you'll be able to have that video personalised and sent to your email address so you can share it with family and friends. It's really fun. They get 6 people in this sleigh, so you'll be able to have a really good time if you come up to the 3rd floor and see what we've got. It's built beautifully. It's actually a real sleigh. So thank you for joining me very much on our tour of the Christmas department. I have had some questions sent in, which is great. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so Claire has asked, I've collected a lot of decorations over the years. What's the best way to bring some cohesion to them? Well, I think this is something we're all guilty of, and something I'm certainly very guilty of, which is collecting rather a lot of decorations and then finding that maybe they don't coordinate very well. And my suggestion would be to take them out well before Christmas, sift through them, put to one side the ones that really give you joy, and then have a good look at those and see what theme is running through all of those. And if it's a colour or maybe some other kind of theme, just buy decorations that will add to that and send the other ones to the charity shop. Plenty of other people will enjoy your decorations. Come along to John Lewis and buy a few more. We've got 450 different tree decorations, so you're bound to find some that you like. And a few people have asked, is tinsel cool again? Well, I'm well known for my allergy to tinsel, but I do think that it might be coming back again. We do have some fantastic chunky tinsel in lots of different colours here this year, but I do think over the years we're going to see tinsel coming back. It is about time. And Jess has asked me, what's your favourite cracker? Well, no dinner table is complete without crackers at Christmas, is it? But we have something very new and special at John Lewis Christmas, and they're called Krakatoa, and they're from a South African company who've managed to fuse a cracker with a party popper. So when you pull the cracker, you get the full party popper effect blasting out the top. And so I'm certainly going to be having those. They're definitely going to give people a surprise when they pull those at Christmas. So thank you very much for sending in those questions. I really hope you've enjoyed your tour of John Lewis's Christmas shop this evening. We open at 12 midday tomorrow. That's the 22nd of September. We'd be delighted to see some of you here to buy some decorations, get some personalisation done, or just have a ride on this fantastic sleigh. I'm Dan Cooper, and I'd like to thank you very much for joining us this evening on Facebook Live. And on behalf of John Lewis, wish you a very happy Christmas.